Good evening, guys. We're outside the Vitality Stadium, as you can see. 5-0 over MK Dons in the Carabao Cup. Decent performance.
Easy, mate. Easy. Just get the job done. But no, I enjoyed it. Seemed like it started a bit slowly, but as soon as we got that first goal, that was it, wasn't it? It was brilliant to watch after that. I just really enjoyed it.
It was a really good performance. Like you say, after about 30 minutes, we sort of kicked into action quite a bit. What do you think about the starting lineup today? Was it something that you pretty much predicted?
Yeah, I think most of us were kind of saying from that Chelsea game, knowing the fitness levels of different players and stuff like that, and that Davis wasn't available, etc., that it was literally going to be that left-hand side. Would it be Stanislas? Would it be Anthony? Obviously, we went for Anthony, and I thought he'd done well. But yeah, it was kind of what I expected. And to be fair, like you say, we started a bit slowly, grew into the game. And as soon as that first goal came, we didn't look back and we destroyed them. We looked at least a league above them. So mostly positives, I'd say, today.
So when that first goal came, right, so David Brooks had a chance that looked really easy on his favoured foot. And then it was Gavin Kilkenny that sprayed this unbelievable ball to him onto his right foot. And I think it was a volley into the side corner of the net, past the keeper, and it was a cracking goal. David Brooks scored 2 goals on his wrong foot today, but it was good to see in Gavin Kilkenny instrumental.
He was brilliant, and say about David Brooks, I don't think he realises he's right-footed, because he hit one over the bar with his left foot, then he tapped one back to the keeper with his left foot.
Yeah,
2 of his right foot straight in the back of the net. So, but no, really good to see Brooksy get a couple of goals, because I've been a bit critical of him, but that's because of the player we know he is. So I'm like, he should be instrumental in everything we do, and he was today at times. So, really pleased for him. And like you say, Gavin Kilkenny in the middle of the park. I mean, he's supposed to be, one of these young players coming through. He looks unbelievable. What I like about him is, I remember Tuesday in the week, he's being told to get on the ball to make things happen. He'd give the ball away a few times on Tuesday night. He did at the start of tonight, but that doesn't stop him. It'll be easy for him to hide, and he keeps wanting the ball. He keeps wanting to do it, and I really rate that. And I'm more than happy for him to start on Friday, and I think he will. I thought he was brilliant. He actually got the man of the match award, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which I was really pleased for him, because I think he deserved it, and everything came through him. So chuff for him. We've been saying, haven't we, how many pre-seasons does he have to be good before we give him a chance? And Scotty Parker looks like he might give him that chance. So I'm really pleased for him. But hell of a ball for that first goal, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? He played a part in a number of moves today that I thought. And the second goal, it reminded me a little bit of Callum Wilson against Bolton in our 3-0, the 3-0 goal. And that was where the ball was played across, and he just let the ball go across his body. Yeah. He turned, he swiveled, and he put it in the back of the net. And Dom, we want him to be this 20-goal-a-season striker. Whether he will be or not, we don't know. We were just saying in the 1910 bar there that we feel as though we need some more striking options, because if he's out, we've got Sam Surridge, but is he enough to do it on his own? We're not too sure. But it's good that he scored his goal as well.
Yeah, it is, and I feel for Dom, because I don't think he's that type of player, but he got his goal today, and I was really pleased for him, because I think he's someone that we need to be scoring in these type of games. And like you say, yeah, it was reminiscent of that. And Smithy, I thought done a really good job on the left, but then when Stacey got injured, he went over to his favoured side, gets the assist straight away. It's that's what happens when you go over to your natural side. And it was a nice little ball in, and like you say, Dom just swivelled, great finish. And the thing with Dom is he's such a good striker in bringing other players into the game.
Yeah.
But he's not a natural 20-goal, like you say, 20-goal season striker. But he put a shift in again, and I was really pleased that he got his goal, because he deserved it.
And Phil Bill scored the third for us, and look, he's a player that sometimes has been criticised as being pedestrian, but he strides and glides over the pitch, and he ran parts of the game today, and I think he did very well, and he got on the end of a chance. But before that, after the first goal, it felt like every time that we went forward, especially in the second half, we were going to be scoring. And on that, I mean, firstly, let's just talk about the MK Dons keeper for a minute, shall we? Because what the hell? I mean, most of our goals in the second half came from, what? Yes, they were defensive mistakes, but it's the high press. Yeah. And look, tomorrow on the press pass at 8 o'clock, we got Ahmed Shubal and Daniel Story. Ahmed is the AFC Bournemouth correspondent for The Athletic. Daniel Story for Football 365 and a number of other publications. There's a stat called the PPDA, and today will be another example of how we have pulled that off really well. And we and that's the passes per defensive action.
Yeah.
And that's where basically our press is so good that the defenders that we're playing against make mistakes. And we did that to a T today. Yeah. And, you know, many of the goals in the second half were testament to how we're doing that. And Philip Billing, he got on the end of the third goal. Superb.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, it's easy to look at. I mean, their goalkeeper wasn't very good. They didn't make the right decisions, MK Don, especially in that second half. But, like you say, we're talking about Bournemouth, and let's talk about the positives. And them things wouldn't happen if we didn't press like we did. So, yeah, let's give credit to ourselves. And we're definitely pressing hard at the pitch. I think Billing's given that licence. I think Billing's one of them players, and we've got to accept that he's going to look like he's a bit luxury at times. Yeah. But if he scores goals and he does things about it, let's have a little, right, then I don't care. Yeah, I think the start of the season, I think, you know, particularly on the Tyndall, I think Woodgate played him in that 10 role, which really suited him. So credit to Woodgate for that. And Parker seems to be doing similar. But there were times where I felt like if you're going to be like that, you've got to give us something when you get the ball. Yeah. And what I will say is today he done that because when he got the ball, he finished, he made things happen. And I don't mind how he looks if he does something when he gets the ball. And I thought he did that today.
People say that Marcondes looks a luxury player.
I liked him today.
But he had some really good moments today, didn't he? Really good moments.
I did like him. I felt at times that first half, probably before we got that goal, you and I were saying to each other that kind of the opening 20 minutes, half an hour, that Kilkenny was dropping deep, as he's obviously asked to do, to get hold of the ball. And I felt like Marcondes and Billing were both playing in the 10 and both running away. And you think one of you's got to give something to Gav. And I felt that it looked like Parker was screaming that. And then Marcondes coming a bit deeper. And we got into, because Marcondes is good enough. I like Billing in the 10, but I think Marcondes is good enough to go a little bit deeper and go and collect the ball. He's an intelligent player, Marcondes. I felt when he got the ball, he always tries to make the right pass, and I thought the second half showed that. He was really good, and I think it's testament, the fact that he got substituted was because we got a big game on Friday, mate. The game's done. We want you, and I think it could end up being a really good bit of business. I think sometimes when you get someone on a free transfer, you think, oh, right. But no, I think he's going to be a good player. I really was impressed with him. I really liked him.
So, you know, the 3 goals that we talked about so far are all from experienced players, but the 4th goal was from a young lad that I've never seen a guy so happy to score a goal. And it was Christian Sadie that was on the end of it, a move that started on the right flank, again from a defensive howler, but he was in the right place at the right time. Great to see him score.
Just buzzing for him, mate. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Loved it.
When you see a player come from the academy and get his goal, and then we're fortunate enough, we're right in front of that, in the Steve Fletcher stand, and he goes on his knee, and you just think that means so much to him. And we said on Tuesday against Chelsea, he come on. I thought he put shift in. He looked lively. And what I will say is, if Sam Surridge didn't have a knock, he's probably not getting any minutes today. So he's taken that opportunity and he's gone for it. And like you say, it's defence, but you've got to be there. And took the goal well, and then we'll come on to the goal after that where he created it, and I'm just chuffed for him because there's no better feeling than seeing him, and when he scored, the delight on his face, and I think that's what it's all about, and buzzing for him. And if he can have a few minutes off the bench, whatever, then brilliant. But I liked him, and he looks like he's got a bit about him, and he's always done well in the academy and stuff like that. So yeah, just chuffed for him, to be honest.
Okay, so you've scored your first goal in the first team for AFC Bournemouth. Your confidence is at a complete high. You've been put in on goal. For me, I'd be shooting, because he was basically in a one-on-one, but he didn't. He squared it to David Brooks, which shows a level of composure, doesn't it?
I thought that was massive. You and I were saying it to each other, like, he's gone through again, he's going to get another, but he's gone, you know what, the right thing to do here is give it to David Brooks, and he's going to tuck it away for a 5th, and that's what he did. And I think that's big for a young player. I think it would have been easy, and to be fair, if he had got the ball, ran through and smashed it over the bar, everyone would have gone, fair play, he's just scored, he's had another go, fair play to him, can't argue with it. But he didn't, because he knew the right decision. I think that's key. I think the fact that on Tuesday he come on the left hand side shows that he can. He's not just a centre forward, he can play off it as well. Shows he's probably got a bit more intelligence than we realised. But that was great, and it's great to see Brooks score again with his right foot again. I'm genuine. I'm going to start a conspiracy theory now. He's right-footed. David Brooks must be right-footed, mate. He must be.
He is.
No, I was chuffed for Brooksy though, because I've been one of his critics, because I think, like, you look at the quality we know he has. Last season and the season before, when behind closed doors, did he do enough? No. And I would say that to him if he was here now. I mean, he's not. I don't think. No, he's not here. I would say to him, look, you're brilliant. Why are you not giving us more? And today and under Scott Parker in the games we've seen, the short term, I think he's showing that, all right, he's ready. He's ready to go. You know what? I'm in the Championship now. I'm with Bournemouth, and I'm going to be here. I'm going to be one of the main men. I'm going to take us up. And we spoke to some fans from MK Dons, didn't we, before the game in the pub? And I said to him, if he's on it, David Brooks is the man to watch, because of course he is. But I'm still not convinced he's going to do it because he's too inconsistent. But today, credit to him, he missed 2 chances and he's still got a brace. So if we can keep David Brooks like that, mate, then we're laughing.
So, look, how much should we really be reading into this result? We were playing MK Dons, a team who might have been possibly deflated after their manager looks as though he's going to Swansea. They did look atrocious. You know, a lot of us are thinking, you know, our youth could give West Brom a problem, but really? Really? Because West Brom are a decent side.
They are.
Are we really going to give them a game?
I think we will. I think it's a good time to play a top team, to be fair, before they get on a bit of a run, because West Brom will be there or thereabouts, whatever happens, 100%. But I feel like we will be as well. But I think today has done no harm to that, to be honest. Yep. MK Dons, they weren't great. And like you say, we spoke to some fans beforehand, and their manager's obviously looks like he's going to Swansea. And I don't think the players were happy about that, so that might have helped us. But listen, you still got to play against who you're playing against, and you still got to put the ball in the back of the net, and you still got to do your jobs to keep a clean sheet. And we defended well. They never really got in. I thought Travis made a few decent saves, but they didn't really test us. And then if you get a chance, you score 5 goals. You score 5 goals. You know what I mean? So what more can you ask from us? West Brom will be a test. And would he go for a bit more experience with you, like Stanislas's and things like that? Then yeah, maybe he will. But we look good. And you got to remember, I think you'd probably say when Carter Vickers obviously didn't, he was always on loan. Yeah. You'd have said Meps and Cookie as our centre half pairing. Well, they're both out today, and all of pre-season they've been out. Ibsen Rossi, Lloyd Kelly, they've come in and they've been brilliant. And you can't look at that as are they going to be good? Just look at that as that's an extra positive. Ibsen Rossi,
true.
He'll feel like a new signing this season. Gavin Kilkenny, he'll feel like a new signing this season. Jane Anthony, he'll feel. David Brooks, rejuvenated. Let's just look at it positively. I think West Brom's going to be really difficult, but we go into it in good spirits. And what I will say is that, like you alluded to there, which we'll see in a later video, that them pressing statistics, I think, has been the main thing I've seen on Scott Parker. It's hard to see things too early. Yeah. I think Scott Parker, I was watching him a bit on the sideline. I think he wants that high press, and I think that's going to be really good. And yeah, West Brom are a good side, but we look good, mate. We look good, and I'm excited. Let's see what happens.
Mate, if you're excited, I'm excited. Put it that way.
Always.
Well, I'll tell you what, thanks for joining us today on this video. So tomorrow, press pass, Ahmed Schubel and Daniel Story. We'll talk about that PPDA stat and a hell of a lot more as we preview the Championship. Tom, at this early stage, where are we going to finish, mate?
Well, I'll stick with my 4th. I said 4th at the start of the season. I've said that on any video I've done. I feel like we're too good to miss out on the top 6 in my opinion, but I don't want to be too high and say that we're going to get top 2, because I think new manager, things like that got taken into consideration. But Sadie, top scorer, top of the league.
Let's just end it there. Up the Cherries.
Up the Cherries.